Hey guys and gals, it's your boy JR, aka Lomo Bushcraft, and it is uh, it is 1:35 in the afternoon, and I'm enjoying a little bit of got me some Starbucks there. It is a grande pumpkin cream cold brew, and so that's what I'm drinking from Starbucks. I also got my Yeti stainless steel mug, my Yeti Rambler mug. It's about 32 ounces. I got some Coca-Cola in it. I also got me some Coke Zero. I also got me some peach tea. And then I also have me some Snapple apple juice. So I got that going on. So I got plenty of items to keep my thirst quenched. Pour your favorite beverage, and yeah, just chill out with me today, this afternoon. And whoever ends up watching this live stream can pour their favorite drink and watch the live stream as well. This pumpkin cream cold brew from Starbucks is pretty good. I'm enjoying it. So I asked for pumpkin cream cold brew from Starbucks when I went through the drive-thru, and I asked them to put 3 pumps of vanilla in it because I like it sweet. And then on top of it, it's got the pumpkin cream Coke foam on top. So today's live stream will be open chat, but I am going to talk about a few things. I want to talk about some items I always carry on me. Of course, I always carry my wallet with me daily. I always carry me car keys, but what I like about this thing of keys is when I pull this apart here. Of course, this has a whistle for signature. It's got a scraper there, and then here's my ferro rod, and I'll scrape sparks from my little ferro rod there. So I carry this with me at all, and this got some string inside here where I can build shelters. So yeah, so this is a daily item. It also has a compass as well. This is another daily item I carry on with me. It's got some survival booklets inside it that talks about survival techniques. This is a Gerber. So this and I can change this blade out. If so far I've never had to change the blade out, so I really like this Gerber tool, and I carry this with me daily. Could I fashion a rock into like a knife configuration? Sure, but I'd rather not. And then here is I got a really cool small multi-tool, and I carry that in my pocket daily. It's got a can opener, it's got a pair of scissors, it's got a little pair of pliers, and yeah, it's got a little knife. This is really cool. It's really sharp. It's like my little box cutter, but it's a little tiny multi-tool thing. It's got some tools in here. There's a screwdriver. It's got a file there, so that's kind of cool. What else does it have? Yeah, there's the scissors that it comes with, so it's got a little pair of scissors. Hey, what's happening? What's happening, James? How's it going? Thumbs up. I appreciate that. And yeah, I think I showed up. No, here, let me show the knife. And it's got a little knife with it as well. So it goes in this little blue pouch, and I carry it on me with me daily. So yeah. Now my 2 knives I carry on. So like I said, it's got a little survival instructions here, and then this all goes in the blue pouch. Caption, that's cool. Thanks, one. What's up? Sean Tuber in the house. There's my favorite.
There we go. That's much better. There you go. Where'd Sunny go?
And then here's one of the knives I carry, which is like a neck knife.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm just showing some. Where's this made by? CRK or C? Yes, CRKT is this one. It's a little neck knife. Yeah, you can wear it on your neck, or you can wear it on your. You can put it on your belt.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Last but not least, I carry this knife with me daily.
Yeah, I have one like that in my car.
Yeah, I was showing people what I carry on me daily. I told them I could fashion a rock into a knife, but I'd much rather just buy a knife.
Oh, that would be cool to have like an obsidian stone knife, like an ancient primal knife.
Yeah, like if I lost all my knives, I would know how to make a rock sharp enough to act like a knife, but I preferably would rather have a knife. Yeah, it'd be much cooler to have a knife. And I'm enjoying a pumpkin cream cold brew from Starbucks.
Yeah, those are good.
So how's your day going?
Pretty relaxful so far. Yeah, the kids are at school. Actually, one kid is home from school because he has the week off. I know. Why isn't he at school, right? Yeah, so we're just kicking back.
Yeah, I just decided to do a live. It's funny, I'm experimenting doing different lives at different times.
That's good.
So it's cool.
Yeah, it's good to and by not sharing out like notifications, you get to see who comes up naturally on your YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah. Which is cool.
Like organically.
There's Brother Jamie.
Hey, fam.
Well, even though I'm not like a grow channel, I will show people's comments while my live stream's going on. And then if I try to think about it, I'll try to show their comments after my live stream's ended. Or just before I end my live stream, I go and show all the comments. So, and I pretty much share that in all my live streams. I explain to them why I'm showing out their comments. It's mainly to share their channel names out. And then that way, when people rewatch the live stream, they'll also get to see who joined my live stream, but then they'll get to check out all these other channels as well, which is cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
And then like I said, I share all the names out when I just before I end the live stream, I go and share all the names out again.
So yeah, you go through the list of names.
Yeah, I kind of do that, but I still don't name myself as an official growing channel. So, because that's just not my niche. My niche is more outdoors and talking about tools and yeah, I try to stay in my niche. Now, occasionally I'll go outside and I'll do a few food vlogs. So there are a few things I do outside my channel. Some of them are food vlogs. Hey, what's up, Susan Lee? Yeah, some of them are food vlogs. Like I did, I just put up a new video with miso soup and sushi. So I just threw that video up. And then, but yeah, my favorite ones to do that's outside of Bushcraft are the travel vlogs. Those are my favorite. I had a blast live streaming from Sayulita, Mexico. That was so much
that was cool.
I enjoyed that.
When you were showing the fishing, I like that one.
Yeah, that was cool. And you know what's funny is those guys surprised me with it. They're a father and son team that took us out on the water. They did that at the very end. What we booked and paid for was for them to take out us to see these islands that have like caves that are part of the cave is under the water. And so that was expected. And it's so funny. They made us jump in the water with our life vests. and we're swimming under these caves, but it was quite a swim because the boats aren't allowed to get too close to the rocky waters.
Oh.
And I felt like I was training to be a SEAL, man. I was out of breath and
You got to float. You
yeah,
got to float on your back.
yeah. And I'm not used to swimming with a life jacket. I'm used to just swimming freely.
Oh yeah, right.
So that's,
You got to use more of your legs with the life jacket.
oh my God, it was funny. And then there's a part where I thought the current was pulling me, right? And what it was is the instructor that grabbed the back of my life jacket was pulling me along.
Hi, Susan Lee. Susan Lee saying
Yeah.
hi to you, Sonny.
Yeah, Sonny's cool.
I'm
And then,
obsessed with music and Hangman on Sean's LS.
it is cool though. Sean, yeah. That hangman was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's cool because it's a cool way to mix things up. And then it's cool. People in the chat can play, so that's kind of cool too.
Yeah. It exercises your mind, right? Your brain cells.
Yeah, and you get surprised when you think of it. You're like, oh wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, you're like, what the heck could this be? And then one letter will open it up for everybody. Everybody's like, oh, solve it, I'll solve it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to do a campfire on my live stream today, but it's almost reaching 80 some degrees.
Oh
So
yeah.
I thought, yeah. Now
You can do a
later,
barbecue. That would be good.
yeah, later in the evening, I think it's going to get to 59, but I'm going to play it by ear.
Cook up some burgers and some steaks.
Ooh, I love that. That's good stuff. Whenever I did grill out, my wife does all the marinating and the meats, and then I got the easy job of just placing it on the grill and watching it sizzle.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's
And you get to taste it while you're cooking.
yeah, there you go. That's good too. Oh man, a buddy of mine. I'm not trying to be morbid, but this really good friend of mine that passed away. Has it been? I think it's been a couple of years now. And oh no, I take that back. It's probably been a year, just a year. But what's really cool is he left a video on his Facebook. His Facebook basically turned into his memorial. And I found this video. He's grilling hamburgers and he's talking about how the Christian holidays just coming up, Easter, and then he's thanking God for the beautiful day while he's grilling these cheeseburgers outside. And I'm so glad he made it because I get to hear his voice. He was a really good friend of mine. And so that's the other neat thing about so many of us being YouTubers. And like, I hope we all live a really long time and get gray and old. but yeah, that's what's so neat. If something does happen to a tuber, they can people can still, if they really want to hear your voice, go back and click on your videos and stuff. So yeah, sorry, I don't know why that popped in my head, but I did like what I said to him when he was working in his garden. We were talking about a friend that we were missing really bad. And I said, hey, dude, when you leave this earth, I don't care how many new friends I make, they're never going to replace you. And I'm so glad I got to say that to my friend. And then what's weird, I said that to him, right? And then a week later, he was gone.
Oh my God.
So I am so glad I got to say that to my buddy. So that was, so when, if you have important things to say to friends and family, tell them now. So that way, it's good for them to know that now on this plane,
Yeah.
Don't wait till it goes to the other plane, but
yeah, I get that. Totally.
But I tell you what, and anytime someone does leave that's important in my life, it makes me realize how precious life is, and also I try not to waste too much time, So it makes me want to waste less time and do important things with friends and family. And I try to strike a balance between work and spending time with my family.
Right.
Because when I first got married, man, I worked a whole bunch. I worked 2 jobs to save up for my first house. And what I learned from that is 2 jobs is for 2 people. and yes, I'm grateful that I got to save up for my first house. But all that time I lost with my family when I was working so much, I can never get back. So, but I did that when I was real young. Did that 2-job stuff. But I
Before you
learned some.
had your first kid, or
Yeah, yeah. Before I
yeah,
had, yeah. And oh man, then once I did start a family, I wanted to spend more time with my family. So yeah, it's a balance that people got to strike between work and family for sure. And the neat thing that I like that I'm doing with these trips is you're never guaranteed how long you got to the very end. So it's good to go on. Yeah, it's good. Of course, you want to plan so you can have a nice trip. Um, so yeah, setting up as many trips as you're allowed to, and going on trips and having a good time with friends and families is to me. And what's funny is I remember my trips way more than any TV show or movie or any other thing I do that takes up my time. I remember all my trips way more and even in detail than I do any other thing I could be doing. So I definitely encourage people to do that if they can, to go on trips, because you're gonna, or go on adventures and stuff. And you don't have to spend a lot of money, you know. Sometimes it's just a card ride to the park and spending time in the park. It
yeah,
doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be big money.
yeah. It could be a staycation, right? You don't have to spend a bunch of money on a hotel or whatever. Just take a
Uh,
drive, a couple hours somewhere that's real beautiful, and enjoy.
yeah. There's this one thing Channel 13 used to do all the time. It's called One Tank Destination, where uh, each place that you visit in Indiana is just one full tank ride away, gas tank away. So, and it was
There you
cool. They
go.
offered different, yeah, they were offering all kinds of different destinations in Indiana that takes a car drive away. My favorite place to drive to is Chicago, though. I love visiting Chicago.
Chicago, home
Yeah,
of
I
the
have a good.
Chicago Cubs.
There you go. I remember Chicago Cubs fans. Uh, yeah, those are diehard fans. The Chicago Cub fans are. That's wild. But I tend to follow. Yeah, I like following pro football, and I like following the college football. It's fun to do. But of course, I probably like the college game just a little bit more than the pro game because. But what's funny is a lot of those college players are hoping to get recognized so they can get played on Sunday, or so they can make it to the NFL.
Right.
Yeah. And man, the numbers are so, they actually making it to the NFL, the numbers are really small. So all the players got to make sure they have a backup plan. It can't be just,
Yeah.
uh,
Look what happened to Andrew Luck. He was one of the top 10 picks, or it was like what was he? He's like number 3 pick in the draft, and
mhm.
and then he retired 5 years later. Now he's an architect out of Stanford.
Yeah, there you go. Oh man, he's a really smart. I believe he put the team on his shoulders and tried to, and he might have taken too many risks and kept getting hit.
Right.
But I don't know. When you have competitive juices flowing, it's really hard to just hold that back. So, but I really do believe he gave all he got to Indianapolis. I believe, even though he didn't win a Super Bowl, I believe he really gave it all he had, for sure.
Yeah, Stafford and Detroit, he got ruined, but he's playing great with the Rams right now.
Oh yeah, and the Rams are protecting him. He's not falling down as much as when he did in Detroit. Man,
Yeah.
that guy. I watched the behind the scenes thing of the head coach of the Rams. That dude just really lives and breathes football. And
Yeah.
he kind of reminds me of a young Coach Gruden a little bit.
He's a young savant. He has a memory, photographic memory.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, he definitely is different than the Chucky coach, the blonde-haired
Yeah,
dude that's now coach of the Raiders.
Chucky. Yeah,
But I think a lot of the young players can relate to that young coach, and he's young still. The Rams coach is so young.
yeah. He's in his 30s,
So,
I think.
yeah, a lot of the young players can understand him, which is cool.
Yeah, you got to have an O-line to protect your quarterback. That's for sure. Did you see the game last night against Green Bay, 49ers in Green Bay?
How did that go? I didn't get to catch it.
Oh my God, it was a great game. Unfortunately, the Niners lost at the end. Aaron Rodgers took them down the field, and they scored the winning field goal.
Cool. I know the first few games Rogers plays, some of the guys were shocked at his play. So it sounds like he's bouncing back then, especially with
Yeah, yeah, he's one of the greats. He's a Hall of Famer, man. Yeah,
But
you can't sleep on Rodgers.
he missed a lot of practice time doing the holdout,
Yeah.
and you can tell that affected his game because a lot of that NFL stuff's all about timing. And if I don't care how awesome you are, if you're just away too long, it's going to be hard to knock off the rust.
Oh, Jamie, you're heartbroken about that Chiefs game. Yeah, totally. I'm glad that Andy Reid's okay though. He had like some kind of medical condition.
Oh no!
Yeah.
So who did the Chiefs play?
What was it? They played. They lost against Baltimore, and then they played against who was it? Who was it, Jamie, that they played against? The Chargers, the Los Angeles Chargers.
I'm a little shocked that they lost against Baltimore.
Yeah, it was a close one. So they've been losing these close games.
Yeah, that's a little shock about the and I'm a little shocked about the Chargers too. And plus the Baltimore. Of course, the Baltimore coach, he's pretty good about coaching defense. I got excited when Dallas acquired the head coach that they got going now.
Oh, McCarthy?
Yeah. I look for Dallas to do really good things since they have that. Or he seems to really be changing the atmosphere there in Dallas. You know, like the Cowboys seem to be getting on board with his philosophy. So
Hey, Beleza, Chubby.
So I won't be surprised if the Cowboys do good things. I saw on a YouTube video a little bit that my Broncos won their game, so that was cool.
Yeah, the Broncos are doing. Fangio is doing pretty good with them now. They still need a quarterback, though.
Yeah,
Bridgewater's doing okay, I guess.
And they've been spoiled with Elway and Peyton Manning. They were spoiled.
Yeah, yeah.
It was so funny. They've done behind the scenes of Manning running the practice in both Denver and Indianapolis, and it's just wild. I mean, you still coach people up, but it's just got to be wild to be working with a quarterback like that. And I'm sure John Elway was the same way. You're still coaching guys up, but I mean, and you know, those are such special quarterbacks. My favorite, a lot of Browns fans aren't going to like this because I'm about to talk about it. It's a thing that it was actually called The Drive, and it was in a playoff game against the Browns.
Yeah, I remember that.
Browns fans were celebrating early. They were slapping high fives. John Elway was pushed way down the field. You know, it looked like it was going to be a Browns victory. So they're all hitting high fives. But then as the Broncos kept getting first downs, the crowd just kept getting quieter and quieter.
Yeah.
I mean, they were still making noise.
Yeah, they're trying to encourage their defense. Yeah, come on, defense.
Right. Well, each time Elway came to the line, the crowds tried to get as loud as they could. And, man, the crowd was just mystified because the Broncos kept making play after play.
Yeah, like first down after first down. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the dagger in the heart is when they finally scored a touchdown. And they was like, you could tell they were like they couldn't believe it. And,
yeah, that's how I felt last night with the Niners when Rodgers was pushed all the way back to the 25, and then Rodgers threw like this 30-yard just over the hand of Fred Warner. I guess the linebacker didn't play deep enough, and it went right over his hand and fell into the receiver's arms. Devontae Adams, really great wide receiver. Green Bay only has one good wide receiver. They don't have like 2 or 3 like these other teams do. But
Right.
Rodgers makes it work, man.
Wow.
He's a assassin. he'll
He really
kill you.
is. And he's a quiet assassin. You know what
That's
I mean?
right.
He goes about his business quietly. And then, of course, you know, he takes that into the huddle, right? All them great quarterbacks do that, you know, or even Brady does, even with a new team. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see if so has anyone given the Bucks a loss yet?
Yeah, the Bucks lost against the Rams.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say cool. I mean, I'm still fascinated with
Yeah, the Rams beat the world champs. That's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah. Well, you know,
That's
that
funny.
means the Rams gave the blueprint to the rest of the NFL, right? Once you put a chink in someone's armor,
Yeah, don't run the ball.
study
Don't
that.
run the ball on the Bucks. You need to pass it.
Yeah. Oh, don't run the ball. Is that what you said?
Yeah, don't run the ball, pass it.
Just pass it. Cool. Well, like I said, once one team does that, put a chink in one of the championship's armor, then the rest try to follow or try to do that.
Yeah, usually teams, when they're behind, they have to pass it. But if you know a team is good at a certain area, you just avoid that. Or if they're bad in a certain area, you attack it.
Right. Or whenever a top starter gets hurt, let's say a person's a cornerback, then they start picking on that secondary cornerback that comes in the game.
Yeah, that's right.
Or they usually do that. Most teams usually do that. If they know a starter got pulled out. Now, in some rare cases, the backup's pretty damn good. But in other cases, they're a rookie and may not line up correctly, or you know, may get confused when the defense calls out their coverage and stuff. But that's so wild. So the Rams put a little chink in Tampa Bay's armor. That's interesting.
Yeah. Well, the Rams have a really good passing attack. That Cooper Kupp, he's pretty good. That little wide receiver they got.
Yeah, there's a new movie coming out that's going to be talking about Kurt Warner's life and how
Really, a movie?
How he made it to the Rams. Yeah.
Wow, because he was a grocery bagger, I guess, huh?
Yeah. Well, then he played in that other league too.
Oh yeah, arena football.
What's up, Jerry Boy TV?
Hey, Jerry Boy. Say hi to Jerry Boy.
So that's going to be that's going to be a really fun movie to go check out. I love sports movies. One of my favorite sports movies is Rudy.
Yeah, Rudy.
That dude could even make a movie on how he talked Hollywood into making a movie about his life. They could do a movie just on that too, him approaching Hollywood about it. That's funny. But I'm also a big Notre Dame fan. That's why I like the movie Rudy. And then what other sports movies I like? I like the one that what's his name was in. What is his? He started.
What sport?
Costner, the baseball movie.
Field of Dreams. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, that was an awesome sports movie. I got.
You got Sonny on the 60-inch screen. Nice. Yeah. There you go, Sonny, on the big screen now.
He's made it to the big screen.
Stop it. So, nobody wants to hear you barking.
He goes, I want my own YouTube. I'm taking.
Like, I don't want these humans talking on my channel.
Then he goes, I'm taking over this stream. Oh no, you had your channel taken down a few days back, but it's all good now. Wow.
Wow, that's weird, Jerry boy. Why do you think that happened?
Yeah, I wonder how that happened. It's
Bazilia,
so well.
Bazilia, is that a ninja of yours, Bazilia?
Nope, I don't have no ninjas. I'm not big enough yet.
Yeah, I don't have a ninja either. I don't do that stuff.
But even if I get big enough, I still don't think I'm gonna have ninjas.
I mean, it's great
I
to like help out and like, but I mean, some of those things that you try to help out with doesn't pan out. Lolo takes it away.
or yeah, some people that help out scare off some of the viewers too.
Yeah.
Or Nightbot was booting that. There was one live stream I go to pretty often. I'm not going to name it because I don't get booted off very often now. But this person's Nightbot, if you put too many emojis, would just time you out too often.
Yeah.
And so I told the streamer, like, hey man, people are going to leave your stream if they keep getting, if they keep getting
Timed
that
out.
yeah. You'll just go to a stream where you don't get timed out.
Well, yeah, my Nightbot was doing that. I had to go to Nightbot and disable it because it was doing it way too much.
Oh, and probably the only way you found out is people were they commenting about it or something?
Yeah, and I was like, why is Nightbot doing that? That's crazy. Like, this has got to stop. I went into the settings and disabled it. So, I mean, I understand it's trying to protect you from all that junk, but it goes too far. It's not very intelligent.
Oh, Jerry Boy said must have reported me, but they said I didn't break any rules on YouTube. So,
Oh, somebody's trying to rat you out, huh? But you didn't do anything wrong.
yeah, he said he didn't do anything wrong. And I guess that can happen, but they say that's why they tell some people to try and run 2 channels, but I have a hard enough time just running 1
Hi,
channel.
Michelle.
Mega love shout out to the 2 of us. Woo-hoo.
The 3 of us.
Yeah, the 3 of us, yeah.
Don't forget Sunny. Or maybe she's saying to Sunny and forget about me.
Oh, that's cool. I had a friend, he had a parrot. He was really close to his parrot. He also had a golden retriever too. But,
Oh, birds and dogs don't mix though. It's natural instinct for dogs to go after birds and kill them.
I'm reading some of these people that are talking about the LDR.
Yeah, long distance relationships, huh?
I can't remember. I'm trying to remember what's the longest one I've ever did. It definitely wasn't out of no country though.
Yeah, I think I had a girlfriend in Idaho for a little while. Oh no, I did. I had a girlfriend in Amsterdam, but that didn't work. That didn't last very long. Maybe a summer.
Yeah. See, I think if the pandemic wasn't going on, I mean, it's becoming less and less of a pandemic now because now football stadiums are filling up. But I couldn't believe I went, like I said, when I did that vacation to Mexico, I couldn't believe I did that during the pandemic. That kind of blew me away.
Yeah.
Make love shout out to the 3 of you. Oh, we only lost 1 night on YouTube.
Oh, okay, good.
It's cool. But
So how's your channel growing, Lone?
I'm getting the growth that I deserve. And what I mean by that is since I'm slowly throwing videos out there and slowly doing live streams, I guess that's my way of saying I'm not worried about how fast I grow. But I will tell you this, I'm starting to see numbers not just drop, when I first did the live streams,
Mhm.
I my numbers, picked up pretty quick. But then all of a sudden I would gain 20 and then lose 20. But I'm
Yeah.
starting to do that less. And I think that's because I'm not even worried about fishing. I'm getting more organic subscribers. And so I think YouTube looks at that. How organic are your subscribers? But what I think's unfair is if they take them from, you know what I mean? That's like, let's say a person couldn't help to come hit your channel up or something, and they accidentally get picked as not a, it's weird. I don't see how that works. I mean, I don't see who judges that, but it's just weird.
Yeah, Jamie's saying that LDRs are hard work. That's for sure, right?
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. But I think what helps is lots of phone calls, probably, and lots of FaceTiming. The cool thing is there's tools that can keep the LDR going pretty cool.
Yeah.
Um, I really think it's up to the couple, and then sometimes I wonder if a couple's got to keep it under wraps, like not be public about it. But I mean, there's pros and cons. But I think regardless of whether you keep it public or not, it still depends on you to how you treat each other and stuff. So,
Did you see how Vicky and Will did their wedding on YouTube?
oh, I was getting all teary eyed. My eyes
Yeah.
were getting watery. And I even told them that in the chat, and I was happy for them. And her, she's always shared that relationship story through her whole YouTube channel. I mean, she's shared that for a really long time. She even shared, she even admitted that they broke up for a little while, but then it looks like they both started missing each other and then got back together. And yeah, it's really cool because they've been through the tough times already as a couple, so that's pretty cool. Or they got to see how they would react if they went through tough times, so it's pretty cool. What I really dig about Vicky is she's super independent, and I mean, yes, her guy helps her out a little, but she doesn't want too much because she likes being her own person. And kudos to Vicky for doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think what gals don't realize, that can be an attractive quality in a mate. You know what I mean?
Right.
And but see, once they're together, then like in the same spot, I think it's going to be even more awesome. And then they could do YouTube together, or I think they can still keep their separate channels if they want, and they do like collaborative videos or something like that. So
The most attractive thing I find in a woman is their nurturing qualities.
yeah, that's pretty cool. But gals are kind of naturally that way, aren't they?
Yeah, I think you're
I
right.
mean, most gals are, right?
Yeah.
You
So
know.
when you see someone that's uh, like a woman owning their own business, like a small business, um, yeah, some men are put off on about that, I guess, because they're like, oh, nobody's taking care of them. They think they can take care of themselves, and they're like on their own, and they're like a
Right.
hermit or something.
I
Female
love
version of hermit.
how my wife kicks me out of the kitchen if I try to make myself some food. She's like, "Get out of here! Let me get you." But at least she knows my legs ain't broke. I'll go. I have no problem fixing my food. But I think even though I've been with my woman for 29 years, I during those 29 years, sometimes you can put your relationship on cruise control, but you don't want to leave it there because it can get in trouble. And so every couple has their peaks and valleys and stuff. But sometimes you can get really comfortable with a person and not be paying attention to the details. So I've been guilty of that of myself, but that's so important for people to really pay attention to the details. Stay true to each other. They are together. That's strong. There you go.
Yeah, I think I think it was Raquel, Filipina Raquel de los Santos was having a live stream, and she was saying that it's fine for people to marry and not meet each other. I mean, of course, that was her opinion, and I was kind
Right.
of like, how can you marry somebody if you haven't lived with them? Didn't make much sense to me, but everyone's got their own deal.
Well, it's so funny. Before my parents got divorced, they strongly believed that you should marry before you live together, right? Man, once they got divorced, they had flipped that, man. They're like, oh man, you should live with them first, really
Yeah.
get to know them, and then marry them. And now I blew that out of the water. I only knew my lady for 3 months, and I had to ask her 3 times before she said yes. And but I lucked out. She likes to have a clean house. So even though I never lived with her, I lucked out. I got someone that likes, keeping likes having a clean house. What's 3 years?
Yeah, you have to wait. That sucks. I guess time makes the heart grow fonder.
I think that's true. Um, yeah, I think that's true. Um, man, there's nothing like being in person, though, man. Nothing beats
Hmm.
that. There's nothing. But I think some of these LDRs just realize they found their special person, so they don't mind waiting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just they know that's part of the deal. Yeah. Most of the LDRs that talk a lot on their YouTube channel, they all seem like really solid people, and they all seem to have really solid partners.
Yeah.
So I have yet to see one where I thought it was kind of, well, I take that back. I did see one that was really, really out of whack. And it looks like that couple's maybe getting back together, but they're going to keep it private. And I think what the audience was worried about is that the guy may be too controlling over the gal.
Ah,
And so the audience was clearly saying that in the chat. This was like during one of their live streams. But then I got to thinking, you know, we don't know all the discussions that those two people had. So maybe they're seeing something we don't see, or that because we're only hearing their half of the story, we don't know the other half of the story. And like they say, there's two halves to a story.
right.
So, and we were just hearing the streamers part of the story. We weren't hearing the other. But what's funny is the person was defending themselves in the chat. It was so cool. The other person that wasn't running the stream was defending themselves in the chat. It was really cool. And matter of fact, that person did mention that and said, "Hey, wait a minute, you guys aren't hearing the whole story." And so it was interesting to see the interaction between the streamer and the person in the chat. It was really interesting. It was awkward for some of the people in the chat. They were like, "Wow, this is like telenovela here in the chat." So
Telenovela. That's funny.
it was wild. Yeah, that's one of my wife's phrase. When everything gets silly, it's telenovela time. So, but but yeah, I'm not even trying to judge that couple. I mean, if a couple wants to get back together, that's up to them. You know what I mean? But the same rules still apply, even for a couple that's getting back together. It still boils down to how you treat each other. You know what I mean? You will
No, and you're
see.
correct. You will see who true friends are in the community if you just pick a side and don't ask for facts.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
don't like big sides, anyways. Yeah, that's never been my style. But I do like to say to both parties, especially if they're getting back together, like, hey, man, uh, getting back together is only part of it. The other part of it is how you treat each other.
Exactly.
Getting back together is probably, matter of fact, getting together is easy. Getting back together is easy. The real work begins, after you're finished getting back together, then the work begins. Hey,
Hey,
what's up?
Charles.
Um, but I ain't a relationship expert either. So, but
Neither
I
I.
mean, I'm just going by my experiences, my life experiences. So, but you know what's funny? Some of the girls I dated before I met my wife, The moment I felt that that person was not marriage material, I tried to end it as quickly as possible. There's one relationship I did not do that to because I was having too much fun. So I do admit that. I was having way too much fun, and I never, yeah. So, yeah, daddy long. There's one relationship I was having too much fun, and even though it wasn't marriage material, I drug it out because I was having too much fun. So, but that's wild. You heard it here on the live stream, people. But but I'm fascinated. I mean, that's why I like psychology and sociology, because I am fascinated how people think. Hell, I was even watching a YouTube channel that talked about how why dogs and humans get along so well, and how dogs kind of tilt their head as when they're listening to you talk or give commands and stuff. That how brilliant dogs are. That was kind of a cool. Does Sonny ever tilt his head and look at you while you're talking to him?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
He doesn't like it when he hears the term bird brain, right?
Yeah. You a
Sonny
bird
gets
brain,
offended.
Sonny?
Sonny gets offended. Sonny calls the animal rights people when
Oh,
someone
thanks,
says that.
Michelle. Thank you so much.
I love that.
I'll connect back with you once in 24 hours. Thank you.
Sonny goes to his rotary phone and starts dialing the animal rights people. If
Eliza,
anyone says
I'll come back to you too.
that's pretty cool. That's the other thing I like about doing live streams. Or whenever I have someone up on panel, my audience can then connect with my co-hosts. That's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome, possum. I got 2 Facebook pages that do promote my YouTube channel, but it also promotes my TikTok and it also promotes my Instagram.
Do you post your TikTok videos on your YouTube channel?
Yeah, sometimes, especially if they're like shorts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Because
I do that.
I don't remember seeing anything come through on notifications with TikTok.
Yeah, yeah,
I'll search it
yeah,
up. Thank you for letting me know.
yeah. What's cool is my TikTok's the same channel name as my YouTube channel, but my Instagram's not because I don't know who in the hell already took up that Instagram name.
Oh,
So
wow.
Instagram name is Bushcraft Lone Wolf.
Bushcraft loves what?
Bushcraft Lone Wolf is my
Oh,
Instagram name.
Bushcraft. Okay.
Yeah. I wanted them to all be the same, and my Twitter handle is funny too. My Twitter channel name is Bushcraft Lone.
Oh, yeah. See, I'm not into Twitter. I don't know. I
Yeah.
can't get into
Well,
Twitter.
I don't use it a bunch. I occasionally will post some of my YouTube videos to Twitter, and I do the same thing with my Instagram. I'll throw some of my YouTube videos on there on Instagram.
Yeah, nice meeting you too, Michelle.
And I do the same thing with my TikTok. I'll spread some of my part of my YouTube videos onto my TikTok. TikTok is they're now letting you have longer videos on TikTok. And I think
Oh,
that's
really?
yeah, and I think that's to compete with YouTube a little bit.
Yeah, I think they're competing with each other. You're right.
Mhm.
Some people say that Sunny should have a TikTok. Like I should dance with Sunny or something.
Oh, there you go.
You want to
It's
dance, Sunny?
I almost think there's an audience for every kind of genre out there. It seems like, or tons of people search all kinds of things in YouTube for sure. They do that a lot.
Well, Lone, I got to get going. I got to get ready for work.
All right, get out there and give some rides.
Yeah, I got to make some money. Get that money.
Hey, thanks for co-hosting here, man.
Yeah, pleasure. Always a pleasure coming on with you, Lone.
Yeah, anytime.
Maybe I'll see
man.
you in my Hangman Live.
Okay, sounds cool, brother.
Take care, everyone.
Take care. Peace.
Peace.
Later, Gator. Peace. All right, that was cool. Thanks for coming up, Sean Tuber. That was my co-host, Sean Tuber. That was super awesome. That was awesome. See from the fan. That's so cool. Sean's pretty cool, dude. Need to sleep. Oh yeah. Oh my God, that's right. It's that time in the Philippines. Ooh, sorry. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry I kept you up. Anyways, have a good night. Wow. That's wild. Yeah, that was a cool conversation with Sean, Brother Sean. Brother Sean in the house. I keep forgetting my audience, especially the audience in the Philippines and Hong Kong. It's probably 2 something in the morning there. And I just got reminded, uh, this comment reminded me that some folks are, it's early in the morning there. Yeah, here it is 2:27. Wait a minute, is that right? Let's see. It is about 2:18 here. Always welcome host have in Hong Kong morning now. Hee hee. Yep. Well, good morning and good night since you're going to bed. Wow. Wow. Yeah, Hong Kong and the Philippines, it's 2 something in the morning there. So it's super early. So, and yeah, I haven't decided whether later in the evening I'm going to do the campfire. I haven't decided that yet. But if I do, I'll definitely come on live stream for sure. Always welcome host in Hong Kong morning now. Hee hee. Midnight, everyone. Hong Kong, Philippines, same time host. Cool. I think Hong Kong Explorer was doing a live stream from Hong Kong, and they were, I think they started their live stream at a restaurant. Hong Kong Explorer did, and then after they finished their meal, they started walking outside and showing off the different parts of Hong Kong. And then another live stream I watched was called JB Vlogs live stream. And I think they were celebrating one of her friend's birthday, JB Vlogs was. And after the birthday dinner, these girls walked outside and then they walked to a nightclub. And that was during the JB Vlogs. And it was hilarious. It was her and 2 other girlfriends, and they were just having a good time. I think they ordered a bucket of beer, and it looks like all 3 of them were just dancing the night away, and that was during a live stream. So that was kind of wild. So occasionally I'll get to catch people celebrating birthdays on their live stream. And then after the birthday party, sometimes they'll go to a nightclub. Sometimes they'll be in Hong Kong, and then sometimes they'll be in the Philippines. But it's so wild, and it's so funny. When JB Vlogs went into the nightclub, one of the things she mentioned is she may get dinged a little bit because of the music that's playing there at the disco in the nightclub. So it was kind of funny, but she didn't worry about it. She still shared it with our audience. It was pretty cool. And then I think it showed them man, they danced for a good little while on that live stream in the nightclub. And then finally they left the nightclub and they were saying goodbye to everyone after they had left the nightclub. So that was pretty cool. But it was really cool to watch JB Vlogs have a good time with her friends at the nightclub. That was pretty cool. So you'll never know what you'll see on these live streams. So it's kind of wild. And we got someone coming up here. Oh, it's Brother J. Now, Brother Jamie, before I bring you up, brother, please don't play any music in the background because I never know if I'm going to get monetized. So, yeah, don't play any music in the background, brother.
What's going on, man? I got you, brother. I'm not going to do that.
Cool. Oh, you got the shades on too. I like it.
Yeah, man. I had decided to match up with you. Yeah, I got my hair back. What's going on, brother?
Cool. You look cool with the hair back and you got this too. I like that.
You're talking some pretty cool topics today, man. And I saw you up here by yourself. I figured I'd jump up here and just say hi, you know.
Oh, that's cool. It's fun to interact with the co-host because I think it's more interesting for the audience to interact with the co-host. I just think that's interesting. And then some of the live streams I caught you on, you've had cool talks with Raquel.
Yeah.
You've had really cool conversations with Raquel. Because I think she's always talking about relationships. And of course, she also talks about LDRs. What I like about it is that you're actually experiencing an LDR. So you're talking from experience.
Yeah, man. I've been in two seriously, and it is no joke, and you got to be totally focused. And I have not been, in the past. And you learn by mistakes. There's a lot of things you have to go through, and
what's some of the obstacles that causes that get in the way of that?
Well, you mentioned it earlier, Lone, and it was a huge mistake on my part in my last one, is taking it public early. You just can't do it.
Or you have to make sure you're solid first before you take it public, I guess.
Dude, it has to be, brother, because I'm going to tell you, man, people will come out of the woodwork, and I'm talking about people with serious motives, like to try to, to just totally rip you apart. And it's just not fair to be.
Right. Isn't it usually strangers that do it to you that don't even know who you are as a person?
No, sir. No, sir.
Oh,
no,
really?
Sir. I'm glad you said that, because it actually shocked me that it was not one, but two people that I've known in the community for 3 years that went behind my back on certain things. And your hands are tied. You're totally useless to do anything when it's virtual world. You know what I'm saying? I can't walk out my door and get in the car and go to the guy's house or whatever and talk to him.
Plus, it hurts more if someone's known you for 3 years. That kind of hurts because you don't expect that.
Brother, let me tell you something. I would never in my life interfere with somebody else's relationship. Never in my. It doesn't even occur or dawn on me to do that. You know what I'm saying? But some of these people are geared. And I don't want to say no names, and I really don't want to get negative, man. The relationship, the relationship that I'm in now, she's on my level. She doesn't play on YouTube. She does her monetization in her group and her she's strictly business oriented. She don't play around in chats and all that mess. And man, it is just so relieving and stress free. The only thing is clingy, and we're both becoming clingy now because it's 4 months. We're gonna have 4 months and 5 days. In 5 days, it's gonna be our 4-month-3. So, yeah. So that's why I've been throwing up some songs on my channel for, because just doing little things. And that's the way I am, dude. Lone, I'm a true romantic, man, and you've seen me. I'm a loose cannon before. It was just out of the heat of the moment, and my heart reacted. You know what I'm saying? And never meant nothing against you, brother. I know you're totally just down to have a good time and chill. And people read you wrong, and I've seen others jump you, and it's, you know, they just don't get it. But I do, man.
Yeah. Well, once they hang out with me long enough in my
Yes,
chat, because
yes,
I had the same thing. He goes, "Where's
yes.
this dude coming?" But once they realize, I kind of do that so people recognize me in the chat right away. Once they realize I'm just having fun with it, then they're cool with it.
Exactly. And you are, dude.
Part of that's my fault because I wasn't explaining
that. Well, you know what I said.
Yeah.
I put in a comment a while ago that, you know, that when I came into the community, probably right around 2.5 years ago, into the Philippine community, I never in my life long ever imagined or dreamed. I'm a civil rights activist. I was always in my old community, fighting for the right to use a camera. We broke the whole story on George Floyd. I was part of that, man. You know, when it started the riots around the world. And but when I met one Panay that had kind of migrated over and was given some love to a paraplegic in our community. She said, "Hey, if y'all ain't got nothing to do, sub to me." We didn't know nothing about fishing or nothing like that. And the next thing you know, I'm in the Philippine community, and I'm telling you, brother, the Panay are magical. They're just so damn sweet and beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So if you can catch one and get one.
Right. And, well, you know, some guys, they can misread them too because they're usually nice to a lot of people. But then sometimes I'm assuming sometimes the two people realize they got stuff in common and then they decide to form a relationship, which is cool.
It's a funny deal, man. It really is, because there is so many. And then there's such an influx of foreigners coming in too. Westerners, Australians, English. You see that a lot now, alone. Seriously, into the Philippine community. And it's predominantly men that are the foreigners, Westerners, and all that. And then it's predominantly women that are almost all the Filipina. So you know, you don't have a lot of white women. There's a couple or two or three or Australian women, but predominantly, you know. Hey, what's going on, my friend?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing great. Just chilling.
Did you see? Hey, check that time out that Belize Chubby just put. If both couples in YT world, it's so stressful. I was hurt by someone a few weeks ago that I met in YT, knowing that he has a girlfriend on YT, but I'm clever enough to find out, and early he is. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you'll get those out. There's plenty of those out there. You just got
plenty
out there. I have, you know, if you're doing stuff like this and you find somebody who's who they supposedly say that they're single, and then you find out that they're not. That's the best thing to do is just step away and you know, find somebody else who is single out there.
I feel bad for that person because they wasted that person's time.
Dude, that's what I've been screaming.
Exactly.
7 months. I blew 7 months of my life. I don't want to go into it, but I'm telling you, I never asked for that. I'm single, never married, no children, man. You know, and I never.
Same here, brother. Same here.
I was looking for a future, man. My money travels with me, dude. And I'm retired. I got my pension, all that. So, you know, I'm just hanging back. My main hang up is that I drink, you know, and so I can understand if somebody can't hang with me. But I told this woman in the first 2 weeks, you don't want to be serious with me? Tell me, please. Don't break my heart. Strung it out 7 months, bam, I'm jacked.
Wow.
Because she's happily married. God.
Oh, wow.
Well, if she's happily married, I don't know why she wouldn't have said something to you and told you something, you know.
Well, I was told that it was kind of like some Panays get into this mode where, like, if their husband is away on duty or something like that, they get into a fantasy mode and they just want that comfort or whatever. I don't know if that's the case, man. But I'm telling you, I was dedicated. I was on that phone 24/7, doing whatever I had to do, protecting as much as I could, and to no avail, to nothing. And now, see, I've shown my ass in the community because I want a public apology, even if it's just like in a chat, one line, just saying, "I'm sorry, Jamie, I fucked you over."
With this conversation so interesting, how can I sleep?
That would satisfy me. You know what I'm saying? Then I'd be done with it. But it'll never happen. Yeah, man, I didn't want to get into all that. I'm happy now. I'm very happy now.
Yeah.
Well, happiness will always be there for you, no matter what, man. It's always be there.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah. Well, you know what? I'm going to tell you something right now, and this isn't a red flag. This is a green flag. If the woman that you meet and they're oceans apart from you actually care about your health, and every day they're asking you, "Hey, get to a doctor, get help, whatever. Have you eaten today?" If they're always on that, man, that is a good sign. But if they just don't give a shit and they don't care if you've eaten or you're throwing up blood in the toilet, they don't care about all that and just go, "Hey, let's go party on the street." No, they don't get with them, please.
Yeah, the keepers are the ones that are looking after your health for sure.
Exactly.
The girl you want to be with is the one that actually cares about you, cares about your health, your well-being, everything like that. That's important. That's the kind of girl you want in your life.
Right on, brother.
I know that through experience, man, because I've been in a relationship before, but the girl I dated a long time ago, she turned out to be those ones that likes to cheat and everything, so I just had to let her go. So
yeah, you know what? I got a hard problem with that dude. I got a bad problem with pride and selfishness and all that. And that's what's killing me in my rep in my community because, I think I'm a good musician. I played drums for 33 years and now I'm singing, but it's just all just shattered because every time I get drunk or something, I go and just go after, like, give me an apology. And everybody's seeing that and they're like dogging it down at me because I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do that publicly. No.
If you're going to be drinking, if you're going to be drinking, just drink responsibly. You don't have to really overdo it, to have a good time, You don't really have to overdo that, Just take it nice and slow, take it easy, enjoy yourself and enjoy life. And, you don't have to really get drunk to prove a point to someone. You really don't have to do that,
Yeah.
I know, man.
Or have in place a 2-drink minimum. Once you've done your 2 drinks, you drink juices.
Dude,
when I first started drinking beer, and I remember this very well, when I first started drinking beer, the only thing I would start with is just 2 beers. And then after that, done. That's all I would drink is 2. Then I was done. I could go home and be okay, be safe, not drive drunk and end up killing someone on the street or crashing into someone there on the street.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Well, that is one thing, dude. I got a good neighbors here. I'm in a good condo complex, and they know to hold my keys, man. Because I have a disease. Okay, I'm just gonna go on and admit it. I can't do the 2-drink minimum because it's my hands that are doing the business that are killing me. I have nobody else to help me. So whenever I'm like off the chain or gonna drink, I give my keys away to my neighbors, and they don't let me drive because I couldn't. I'd kill myself in jail if I killed somebody on the street. I would just commit suicide. I wouldn't be able to live with myself,
Well, that's it's like I'm telling you, brother. I've been down that path before too, of coming home like drunk and everything like that. I've been down that path before, And thank God I haven't hurt nobody. I haven't killed nobody. So, thank God I haven't done that,
Hey, you are really a cool brother. If you can drop your link or loan, you can give it to me later. This
I'll
guy's
drop
on
it. I'll
time,
drop
man.
it.
Well, see, y'all can relate. Y'all can relate. There's not a lot of people in this community that can relate, man. They just want rainbows and popcorn and unicorns. I'm talking about reality here, baby.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, man. And believe me, we've all had our share of, we've all had our shares of life experiences out there, man. We just got to You just got to keep pushing forward, man. I'm gonna tell you something a priest once told me, because the priest, the church where I go to here, he gave me a call on my cell phone one afternoon. He tells me, Adrian, can you come by the church office to help me do something with my computer? I said, yeah. So tell him just give me a few minutes, and and I drove down there, and then I helped him out with his thing there, and I got to talking to him and telling him about some issues that I've had before. He goes, Adrian, it doesn't matter what you go through in life. Well, you have your shares of ups and downs, and we all have our problems. We all have everything to deal with in life. If you fall down, just get up, look, dust yourself off, look forward, and don't even look back. Just keep pushing forward, man. That's all we can do in this world is push forward.
Yeah. It's
always important to look forward, guys. It's always important to look forward and never look back on anything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Isn't it amazing that in the caveman days, everybody thought the same, but nowadays, everybody has their own personality, their own mind, and you'd be amazed at somebody that you never thought that could come through with some serious intelligence could just turn your whole life around, man, or care for you and turn your whole life around. Sometimes you can't help yourself, my man. You know what I'm saying? You need somebody else to help you.
I feel lucky because I got drinking bloodlines in my blood, but I never had a taste. I've always stopped at 2 or 3. I got.
Oh, Lord, I love you, man.
Well, I got the Scots, the Irish, and the English. So I'm actually shocked that, but I did have some relatives that did drink very much like Jamie does. And now they can't because they're much older. And I think their livers.
Zeke man is right. Don't ever look back. That's not the direction you want to go. That's actually true.
Right,
you don't want to go in that direction. You don't want to.
Yeah.
It's always good to stay on the right path, guys. If you want to do stuff right, just stay on that right path.
Yeah,
just
that's
stick
good,
with
man.
it, you know?
Who said that? Zekeman?
Zeke man said that.
Right on, Zekeman. Yep. You're right, buddy.
Zekeman said that.
My mother told me 2 things, and that was one of them. She said, look, if you take 2 steps forward and 1 step back, you never get nowhere. You got to take 2 steps forward and then another one. And if there's always a breath in your lungs, you got another day and another chance, man. So Zekeman is exactly right on that.
Yeah, he's exactly right. And it's actually the truth, because you always want to look forward. You never want to look back and turn back or anything like that. You just want to keep, like, if you're riding in a car and you just want to keep riding forward, man, you want to keep going down that road and never look back on anything. So,
yeah, if you go back and go over that same pothole, man,
you'll be running over the same pothole that's on the road, man. That's why you just want to keep on rolling forward and don't look back on anything.
Yeah.
Hey, Jamie, I liked what this former Navy SEAL said one time. He said, if you run into someone that looks like they have their life totally together, they're just better at hiding their shit than everybody else.
Shit, that is good.
Oh, that's exactly. Oh, yeah.
Damn.
I know that's right.
Yes.
Everyone's got to struggle somewhere in their journey. We just
listen.
Sure, we all got our struggles and journeys with life, but you know what? We all learn from that kind of stuff. We learn from all that. It's a learning process.
Dude, it says always try to feel between good and excellent at all times. That's true, Zeke man.
Zeke man is right about that one. But you see, we as adults, we have that common sense of making what the decision, if it's the best one or not. That's another thing we've got. We can choose whatever decision we want to make. Now, if it's a decision that is okay, then it's cool. But you also have to keep in mind, when you make a decision, it cannot be one that you're going to regret later on.
Yeah, right on, because you will carry that on your back forever. If you have a heart that is, if you have a heart that is very regretful and not somebody, like a psychopath or something that just throws it off and doesn't care, like me, I carry those regrets on my back every day, man, and they're just crushing me. They're fucking crushing me. I'm not like that in real life if I'm not drinking. I'll be your best buddy. I'll fucking die for you. You know what I'm saying? But the drinking and these situations that I've been in have turned me into a monster, man. And I'm hated. I can't get, it's hard to get out from under, but I wanted to address something. what y'all just said a while ago. It is absolutely incredible what y'all said. And I can't remember. So I'm drinking. Sorry. Oh,
Sure.
I forgot.
Well, Jamie, check this out. I was listening to a TED Talk one time, and this lady said, when is it when yeah, I was watching a TED Talk, and this lady was talking, and she said, our parents, when we were growing up, they were the ones making us do things that we should be doing, right? But when you become an adult, then you realize you are the person now in charge that makes yourself do the things you don't want to do that you should do to make your life better. So I guess that's a part of being an adult, is when you're no longer with your parents, you actually are now the one parenting yourself. So, and that's what it is to be an adult. So I thought that was interesting that you putting that out in the TED Talk.
Are you an orphan loan?
No, I'm at home.
You got your parents?
No. I'm in my own house.
No, I'm talking about, man, are your parents still living?
Oh, my mom's gone, but my dad's still here. He's
okay. See, it doesn't matter how old you are. If you're 80, when your parents die, of course they'd be like 100 or something. But when both your parents die, you become an orphan automatically.
Right.
Right on,
well,
right? Like when you get, I became an orphan at 2 years ago. But my dad had never married. It never mattered to me because we fought. He beat the shit out of me when I was a kid. Had to learn hard knocks, all that. But when my mother passed away 12 years ago, dude, it knocked me on my ass. And I ain't afraid to say, man, I ain't had sex in 6 years because I just reclused. I just was like, fuck it. I just give up on the world. And got my early retirement because my mom passed away. See, I'm a mama's boy, okay? I'm a true heart romantic. I was surrounded by girls all my life that babied me and pinched my cheeks and said, "You fat little baby, sweetie, cutie pie." So, it's kind of difficult, man, because I didn't have that good, true father figure that'll throw a fucking football with me or go fishing. No, just beat the fuck out of me, pinch me. I'd have to wear long shirts to school because my arms were so black and blue. And that made me tough and nasty. And I never got help for that. So if it gives just you a little insight of who I am, then that's all that matters.
But now that you're an adult, you have to, it's almost like you got to be that father figure for yourself now.
Yeah.
Like if you were the father right now, how would you treat yourself, and how would you try to heal a person?
I want that, but I need help, dude. I manifested into a monster instead of the alcohol.
But you're not, brother. The thing that
listen, brother, man, you're not a monster, man. You're not a monster at all, man. You're not a monster.
I am so fucking hated in the community now, dude. I don't know what to do, man. And I'm sick. I got the disease and shit. But I mean, I'm not gonna go out there and cry about any shit. I'm just gonna try to deal with it by myself. But then I show my ass on panels and stuff, and I don't want to do that, man.
Well, the cool thing is you're doing something now. You're letting it. I mean, you're talking it out, but you also need to talk it out with a professional too, man.
Yeah.
And
my advice to you, brother, man, would be just to go talk to somebody too. You're good that you're letting it out here, but seek help from a professional too. They can help you out too.
Yeah, well, that's why I came up on Longwood's panel, man, because he talks about true, real stuff, dude. And I've learned to come to love you, Long, even though we had that time out one time.
Well, thanks,
at least you do get very down to level and on the surface with what's going on with somebody that's you're talking to, and I dig that, my man. I dig it the fuck out of it.
Yeah, but Jamie, you're helping a lot of people out who's going to rewatch this live stream. You realize that, right?
You know what you're also doing, Jamie, is you're helping people out who are probably in the same situation as you. You're helping them out too.
Yeah, I don't think that, but if that was the case, that would make me so happy because
You are.
I always did my channel to serve a message and never ever want to be monitored. Hell, I've only got 185 watch hours. What do I care? I've had my channel for 3 years. What do I care about monetization? It's about a message, man. Whenever I am sober, I'll throw down a song and hope somebody gets something out of it. I used to edit good and just gave up on it. It's like, fuck, man. You know, everybody quit coming and stuff. And I'm only looking for the real, like you said earlier, the organics. Oh, Sean said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, look, Jamie, let me tell you something, man, if I may, all you got to do is, now that you got this YouTube channel, just keep on blogging, keep posting videos, just make this like something you like to do all the time, because I've been doing this for a while too. This is my second channel. I deleted my old channel because I wasn't really making it no more with that one.
Wow.
So, it's, but I've been blessed to have a lot of great friends, like my good friend here, Lone Wolf's been a good friend for a while. So, we help each other out, which is a good thing. So just continue doing what you're doing, brother. You'll be all right, man. Just don't let anything get in your way. Don't let anything bother you. Just think positive always, man.
Hey,
listen,
Jamie,
I swear to God, I don't want this to be about me. Adrian, man, you are phenomenal. I really, really love your wisdom, man, your understanding, what's going on. Lone, I love you to death, brother. Please don't make this channel about me this panel, man. I'm just up here to talk and stuff. And,
I understand where you're coming from, brother. Believe me, I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, but
I just want you to feel comfortable. I just want you to feel comfortable, man. That's all that's what me and my good friend here are trying to do, make you feel comfortable and let you talk and everything here too, man. It's always a good thing.
Yeah, Jamie, I'm so proud of you, man, because one of the big first steps in conquering anything is to acknowledge that you got something to conquer. And that takes a lot of bravery to do, man.
It sure does take a lot of bravery. It does.
You're a brave soul.
Listen, Long. When I saw through the haze of all my bullshit, and we had her out and I jacked you, did I not come back to you and say, hey, I'm very sorry, Lone. I am extremely sorry, man, about what happened. Did I not man up?
Oh, yeah. And it's water under the bridge, man.
Exactly. But I came back and admitted my faults because I know, man, that I screwed up really, really bad. You just haven't. I don't want to get into all of it, but I just want you to know, man. I wouldn't come up on this panel if I didn't like you, and I really, really dig you, my man. You do what you do and just keep on doing it and have fun,
Yeah, I appreciate it. But
Adrian, man, I love Adrian, dude. This guy is great. The chat is awesome. Beliza gives really good advice. She's in LDR. Michelle's a sweetheart. Zeke, man, he's got a great channel. He's got the shorts thing, man. Y'all support, please.
Yeah, we all support each other here. That's what it's about. Supporting each other here. That's what it's mainly about.
Yeah, Deborah Horvat and Gene Ping, they're awesome channels too.
There's lots of channels out there. There's lots of them. You just got to find the one that'll really support you.
I'm just throwing those channel names out there.
Those channel names that Lone Wolf are mentioning, they're supportive channels. So
I love them, man. Listen, I've been a member of Deborah for like 6, 7, 8 months, whatever. Hey, I'm surprised you ain't got this place packed, Lone, because you're just laid back and you're real. I don't know why you don't have 60, 80, 100 people in your chat, dude.
It's because I only live stream when it hits me and I really want to come on. And so I come on different hours.
Well, you know what I think it is?
Yeah.
I think it's because you ain't talking about dicks and talongs and teabags and all that shit. We're talking about real issues. That other crap would bring it.
Right.
It sure would bring it, wouldn't it?
It would. I'm being serious, dude.
I understand that. It's like if we were to talk about that here, that would bring a whole lot of more people in here. I think you know what? You're right about that.
It's not about drama in this community anymore. It's about the sex crap.
Yeah,
was
that's
good.
all it is.
And there are live streams that talk about that though, for sure.
Oh my God. And it's fun. I get it. It's fun.
Yeah,
But
of course.
Yeah, it is fun. It's still fun. I mean, I occasionally talk about that here, but I like talking about deeper stuff too sometimes too.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That is what I am down.
Yeah.
Yep. I'd like to
Lone
give
was
me the prop.
live streaming the last time I was here. It was me and who was the other guy that was up in panel with us last time, Lone?
Oh, who was the last?
Yeah, because we were talking about the wrestling thing there the last time we were up here. So
Oh, wrestling.
yeah,
Oh,
we were
you
talking about wrestling the last time I was up here.
was it Andrew Long?
It might have been, but I think we were.
He likes wrestling.
Yeah, well,
Brett.
we were talking about wrestling and stuff like that. You know, we were talking about that. You know, and all the wrestlers. You know, I have a lot of knowledge on wrestling because I grew up watching it on TV, watching all the documentaries like here on YouTube and on TV. So.
Yeah, dude, I'm 54, man. I grew up in the South. We had the Blade Runners, Kamala, the Ugandan giant. Come on, man.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I like that guy. Always hitting his stomach all the time when he was wrestling in the ring.
Ric Flair, baby. Ric Flair.
The nature boy, Ric Flair. One of my favorite wrestlers.
Yes, dude.
16-time world heavyweight champ.
People always
I'll
underestimate
never forget.
me, dude.
I have seen Ric Flair wrestle in person, and I enjoyed seeing him wrestle. He puts his craft to work in that ring like no other.
Adrian, your heart's got to go out to the Freebirds, man. Please.
Freebirds, of course. My heart goes out to the Freebirds. Definitely, man. Michael P.S. Hayes was my favorite Freebird, man.
P.S. Hayes, ass motherfucker. Oh, I'm sorry, Lone. That son of a bitch.
Hey, I grew up watching all them guys, man. I grew up watching wrestling as a kid.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah, that was fun. But when it got all commercial, that's when I let it go. Just like Metallica, when they got commercial, just let it go. Because I feel like in my heart they sold out all these things. But hey, they got to make that dollar. More power to them. It's just not my bad.
To be honest, Jamie, wrestling has changed a lot since back in the day. It's changed a whole lot now.
Yeah,
you see, back in the day, you had people like Hulk Hogan, the Ultimate Warrior, Kamala, Undertaker. You had all them guys wrestling the original wrestling, which was very, very awesome.
Oh, hey, I want to ask y'all, Lone, Adrian, people in the chat, did y'all ever watch The Wrestler with Mickey Rourke, the movie?
I haven't seen that one yet.
Oh, you have got to see it because he shows you the grind and bone of being a wrestler in the old days. They actually nailed nails into his back and then put him in the ring, and then they would scratch him with a blade to make it bleed, right? And then you're just to the will of the gods that you don't get really, really hurt. You get a chair busted over your head. I mean, man, you got to see it. You got it, and the emotional shit that you go through being a wrestler in the old days, because you had to kill yourself to make a buck. Now you don't.
Well, back in the day, you could travel to a town, like Dusty Rhodes said in his Hall of Fame speech. You could drive 100 miles to another town. Make about $20 a night. He'd making about at least $20 to $100 a night just to entertain everybody for at least 1 hour or so in the ring. So,
shout out to Mike Wickham in the chat, man, and much love to you and You'd Wish. God damn, I don't see him much anymore, and I didn't see You'd Wish like in a year. Man, I love these people.
So, do you guys remember the Mountain Man, Mike? That's what Mike put in here, or Mike Wickham put in.
Mountain Man Mike? No, I've never heard him.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't remember him. No.
Unless Mike's referring to himself.
Yeah, like I said, man, I've watched everybody from like Kamala, Jake the Snake Roberts, Yokozuna, Undertaker, Bret the Hitman Hart, his brother Owen Hart. You know, God rest his soul. You know, he was a good wrestler.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Bulldogs. I saw Tony. I've seen Tony Atlas and Rocky Johnson and like Ultimate Warrior and Macho Man Randy Savage, Ricky the Dragon
Oh,
Steamboat. I've seen a bunch of those wrestlers on
it's just
TV
another
wrestle.
exception. Hey, you know what I used to love more than the wrestlers, though, is the promoters. Oh my God.
The promoters, yeah, they always knew what was going on.
Because they're just little rat bastards with no muscles, no nothing, just standing there, and they would go off on somebody and just get punched the hell out.
That wrestling promoter Vince McMahon back in the 90s, he was getting punched in the face all the time by all wrestlers. For example, Stone Cold Steve Austin stunning him in the ring every time and throwing beer at him.
Yes, I remember that. Jesus Christ, dude.
That was funny back in those days, because Stone Cold Steve Austin would come out to the ring with the beer truck, and he was splashing Vince McMahon and his son in the ring with all that beer in the ring.
Right
it
on.
Was funny. I laughed so much on that one.
Lone, it's your panel, man. What do you want to talk about now?
We could talk about anything. It's open chat. But I love the
I
fact
just
that we
said,
did
you know, if you're not down with wrestling no more, whatever, man. I'm just hanging out. I don't want to take over now.
Yeah, as a kid, for me, it was Dick the Bruiser and all the other
Dick
ones
the
that were
Bruiser?
Dick the Bruiser. I've never heard above him before.
That sounds like a molester, dude.
All the wrestlers that I've heard of are like, you know, like I said, Hulk Hogan, Macho Man Randy Savage, Jake the Snake Roberts, Bret Hart.
Rock too, right?
God damn, you're old school, man.
I like the old school. I like the old school wrestling because that was the real deal back then. You could do just about anything, and people would still be entertained with the old school way of wrestling.
Dude, if you don't know about the Blade Runners, Google them. They were absolutely hilarious.
The Blade Runners, yeah, I heard they were the best. They were the best.
Well, what they do is they would come out before anybody else and they get in the ring and they go crazy. It was two guys. One was blonde haired, one was black haired, and they wore the little face mask like, Robin would with Batman and Robin. It was just a little short.
Yeah.
And what they would do is they would grab the ropes so hard that they bang each other in the face and break their nose before they even fight. It was so funny, dude.
Yeah, well, I grew up watching all those great tag team wrestlers like the Bushwhackers, the Hart Foundation, of course, the Road Warriors, Hawk and Animal.
Well, that's why I mentioned the Freebirds, because the Freebirds are so big against Michael P. Hayes and his people,
Yeah, well, those guys were inducted into the Hall of Fame, the fabulous Freebirds, and right before their speech was over, they sang their theme song for what they came out to back in the days when they were wrestlers.
Wow. Zekeman says, I saw Andre the Giant win a battle royal.
Andre the Giant. I remember watching him and Hulk Hogan WrestleMania 3, where Hulk Hogan lifted him up over his shoulders and dropped him on the mat.
Wow. I'm glad I got this up on my big screen on TV, man, or I would have never been able to read that by Zekeman, man. That shit is huge. Good.
Look at it on YouTube. Just when you look it up, Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant WrestleMania 3. You can see that match on YouTube, and it's actually pretty cool because it's just like Andre back then because he had surgery on his back already that time.
Yeah.
So it's a good match to watch. Actually, I like watching it.
You see what Mike put?
Mountain Man Mike, 600 pounds, is Gary Fletcher.
I do now. I do remember now. Yes.
It showed Ric Flair before he became famous.
Yes.
Okay, I remember now. Yeah, I've heard about this guy too. Yeah. I've heard about it.
Mm-hmm. You know what, man? Whenever I told you a while ago, when stuff gets commercial, I kind of fall out of it. And when wrestling, I think turned a corner, probably about '93 or something like that. What did I turn to? UFC. UFC is the real shit, man. Hoist Gracie.
Yeah,
Oh my
UFC is
God.
the real deal. That's the
It
real
is
deal right
the
there. Yeah,
real
it is.
deal, baby. That's where I became really hooked and
Kicking,
hardcore.
punching, submission holds, everything, man.
Now listen, there's no more of this getting jacked up in the back and getting all ready. You come out there, dude, and yes, Sloan, and get ready to rock and roll, man. Woo!
Exactly.
Oh, Joe
And you're
Rogan used to end.
And I love
Joe
the
Rogan
old
used to
UFCs.
MC.
I love the old UFCs with like um, uh, um, Dan the Beast Severus and
yeah, Dan the Beast Severn was on that. I enjoyed
yeah,
watching him fight.
oh my God. And what was the Russians? Russian Bear Tatarov. And man, they would square off, dude. And so you'd have a stand-up boxer against a wrestler. That's never going to work. The wrestler's always going to win because he can pull you down quick and just jack you up. Woo, man, I'm telling you, dude. UFC is what turned me on, man, because when we first watched the first one, when a fist flew, I saw teeth come out. It was like, Jesus Christ, and this, I'm not about blood and violence, but man, that was off the chain, man.
Hey, the boxing community was nervous when that first came out.
Dude, and I
Yeah.
love boxing.
It's going to take
I
off.
love boxing too. You know,
Yes.
my favorite fighters was like George Foreman, Oscar De La Hoya, and
Oh, Oscar.
but the one match that I saw as a kid back in the '90s was whenever Mike Tyson bit Holyfield's ear. That was really bad.
I rented that on fucking pay-per-view. I rented that, man. I had a whole bunch of people over, but I'll never forget that, dude. It was off. Everybody was going, "What did he do? What did he do?"
I was like, "Oh my god!" As a kid, I was watching that here at the house with my brothers because they ordered that fight, and my eyes nearly popped out just seeing that.
Yeah. I couldn't believe he bit his ear.
You remember Evander? He got bit and just started jumping around the ring like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, he was
what is
jumping
he
all over
doing?
the place. Like, what the world happened to me here?
Well,
And
I
they had
guess
to
he
stop. They had to stop the match because of that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I guess
His ear was hanging off.
He had frustrated Tyson so much that he
Yes.
felt like he had fear.
Well, you know what it is, Lone? It's almost like my disease. Mike Tyson was in a bad way with his wife, you know, the supermodel, whatever. He had come into that match. He had come into that match so depressed and out of it and could not function anymore like he needed to. And he was just so mad and you know, at the end of his rope that he knew Evander was going to kick his ass. So what do? You bite the ear off. Thank you.
Right. Yeah.
Ridiculous, but I mean, it is what it is. Hey, have y'all seen his biography where he talks and does the? It's all, man. He is cool, really.
It's
Mike is
cool.
really
Yeah,
cool.
he does a really cool biography.
He
He
come out
also
of
does a
jail.
cool one-man show.
Yeah, man.
And then
That's it. One man show, and you know you can tell that he's off, but at the same time he has a heart. Yes, he has a heart.
Yeah. He ended up marrying a doctor lady, a really smart lady. So
Did he really? Wow.
yeah,
That's interesting.
very beautiful.
You know what? You know what? That probably turned him around, man, because she probably cares
very
about him
beautiful
deeply.
black lady who was a doctor, and she's the one that encouraged him to do the one-man show.
Wow, that is incredible, dude. I did not
That's
know that.
awesome to hear that. That's interesting. You know, it's like
Yeah.
it's very interesting to hear that. You know, it's very interesting.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a smart cat. He's oh, guess what? On radio, he talks a lot about his boxing, right? And some of it's also on his YouTube channel. He says he doesn't like that guy that won the heavyweight title or the first new heavyweight title guy. And he said because he felt like he was a totally different person when he entered that ring. And now he likes the person he is now outside of boxing.
You talking about Lennox Lewis?
No, I'm talking about
That Lennox Lewis you're talking about, Lone?
No. Mike Tyson said
Oh,
he
Mike Tyson. Yeah. Well,
yeah,
Mike Tyson's out of the ring now. He's retired already now.
right.
So
No, but he talked about he didn't like the person he was when he was in the ring because
Who's up that just came? You just put up there.
he felt like it was like like he was this wild person when he turned it on to come in the ring, and now
they
he likes the
even
person
had
he is
a.
now.
If I remember, for the very first Nintendo that ever came out, they even made a video game with Mike Tyson's name on it. It's called Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Oh man,
Yes, I remember that.
I
guess
played
Mike
that game. My
Tyson.
brother had a Nintendo here, so I would grab that thing like, growing up, where my brother used to live there, and he lived in the Dallas-Fort Worth area there for a long time. And, on every day when I would get home from helping my brothers at their job, because I was working with them too at the time, and I'd get home and, take a shower, chill out, then we'd go out and eat. And like on a Friday night, I'd stay up till about 2:00 in the morning playing that game, trying to beat Mike Tyson's ass on that game. He'd always beat me all the time.
See, now
Adrian
Adrian is telling on himself. Adrian is telling on himself how obsessed he was with boxing because the sport is so great, and then you put it into a animated form. He's passing his time till he can see a real boxing match, right? Right. I'm trying to get real.
Yeah. That's
exactly. And so when the UFC came into existence, and then it's just fist on fist with 5-ounce gloves. And there ain't no more of this boxing where there's a lot of rules and and you can't cut and all that. But in UFC you can just go nuts. That killed the boxing, man. I'm telling you right now, dude. The boxing just fell apart, and I hate that.
Some of the former pro wrestlers turned out to go into UFC, like CM Punk, Brock Lesnar.
Yes, even
and that
Canelo,
guy Jake Hager. Those
going
guys were in UFC. Those 3 guys were UFC. But
Yes.
CM Punk always kept getting his butt kicked all the time in that one.
Yeah. And my baby boy Canelo Oliveira from Guatemala, man, that dude is he's a red hair. That son of a gun can step in a ring. He's middleweight up top. And I'm telling you right now, he don't take no shit, man. But is he gonna have to sell out and go to UFC? I don't know. John Jones Bones, man, he's been ruling that thing, man.
John Bones Jones, that's my favorite UFC fighter right there. He's my
good.
favorite fighter.
He's good. He's kind of humble, but
but you know what? He's had a good career in UFC. He's beat up a lot of people too, and has actually built a good reputation doing it.
Who's the Irish kid? Who's the Irish kid that's all smart talk and stuff and got his ass beat?
I know.
You know what I'm talking about.
He's a fighter from Ireland. McGregor.
Yes.
Oh, Conor McGregor, him?
Yes, Conor.
Conor McGregor. Yeah, I know him. Yeah, I know him. He was. You know what? He got into a fight in a boxing ring with Mayweather, and Mayweather near embarrassed him just by running around all over the ring, not letting him punch one time.
That's what I was saying. He got his ass. He's a good kid, man. But he got his ass.
I saw that fight between McGregor and Mayweather. I sat at a local grill and bar place right here by my house, and the owner's a very good friend of mine, and they had that fight, and I saw it, and I only paid like $10 to get into the place and order food and drink beer and watch the thing.
Are you kidding me?
It was crazy because Mayweather would not let McGregor hit him, not one time.
Yeah.
But you know what's neat? They both trash talked each other so they can make more money.
Right.
I think what Mayweather does is he pays the judges and the referee to give the decision to him. That's what I think.
No. Do you really think so?
Well, I don't know, but that's just what I'm saying. That's because it always ends up turning out to be Mayweather winning the fights anyway. So,
Mayweather is a badass dude.
Yeah, he is good. I'll admit he's good, but he just doesn't allow nobody to hit him in the face. He's always blocking or running around the place like a chicken,
That is a defense, though. It was the same way with that Chris guy. He was kind of fat. He could block really good, and he just dodge out. Muhammad Ali, come on, man.
He was good about
Muhammad Ali. never got hit.
Muhammad Ali. Now that is the legendary fighter right there. He was the greatest fighter of all time.
He never got hit. He let
Never got hit. Then he never got hit. He always won his matches all the time.
He let Frazier rumble in the jungle. He let Frazier just kill himself trying to punch him. Frazier punched himself out, and Muhammad says, "Does Wayne?"
Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier, they had their opportunity to fight each other, and that was actually a match for the ages on that one, I think. But
Frazier would have killed him, dude, but he could not match up against the defense. And look at Lone going whoop. That going crazy, man. That is awesome, dude. Yes.
Hey, Adrian.
Yeah.
Jamie, I have a behind-the-scenes stories to tell you about Muhammad Ali.
I've watched some documentaries on Muhammad Ali a little bit. So
especially if you watch the one of George Foreman, right? George Foreman got really upset because Ali got in his head during the week, leading up to the fight.
I've seen the documentary. I've seen that one. I've actually seen that one, Lone. Actually, I have it. It's where Foreman gets into his head real badly there.
And I guess
I know George Foreman.
I guess before the fight happened or before the fight started, Muhammad Ali's dressing room was really quiet, right? Because Muhammad Ali made Foreman think that he was going to fight him, come at him really hard, right? He made Foreman think that, right? Ali's own dressing room was so silent because they were afraid Foreman was going to probably kill Ali in the ring. So no one was confident except for Ali. Ali was the only person that was confident, right? But he didn't tell his corner his game plan, right? So they go to fight, right?
Yeah.
And Foreman's kind of shocked because Ali's not coming at him directly, right? Well, anyways, he does that rope-a-dope where he leans on the thing and they hit him. I guess every time Foreman hit him, he said, "What was that? Can't you hit harder?" And he kept getting it, and so he kept swinging harder and harder, and not knowing that his plans work, and he's just really pounding on him. And then the next thing you know, once he does that a few rounds, or actually did that quite a lot of rounds, then all of a sudden when he did start fighting, Foreman had already punched himself out. So the rope-a-dope worked. So that was cool.
Till this very day, nobody's heard anything about George Foreman anymore. We don't even know what he's up to these days.
No, But
drills or something.
The whole moral of that story is that he got in his head. He got in his head, man.
And he did the same thing
he did.
He got in his head, and that works. That works, dude. See, I'm all about free speech. I get in a lot of people's heads, man. I don't mean to, but that works in the virtual world. That really, really works. Foreman, I was trying to tell y'all, I know George Foreman. I met him, man. He's in East Texas, about 5 miles from me, has a huge pine tree farm. And the way he used to get ready for fights is he chopped down trees. He chopped down about 20 of them with an axe by himself. There's a 20-inch circumference on those trees, man. Are you kidding me? Dude, you got to be a mountain man to do that shit.
I live in Texas, too, actually. That's where I'm from.
Where you at, brother?
I'm about 8 hours away from the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I'm kind of outside of Dallas.
Oh, that sounds like El Paso or something.
Yeah, I'm by El Paso. Yeah, I'm from by El Paso. Yeah.
I knew it, brother. I'm in Louisiana, man. I'm in the northwest corner.
Yeah, I'm right there about 120 miles from El Paso. So
yeah, you out there with all them windmills, man.
Yeah, we got all the windmills that were here in the town I live in, they shut them down. They shut them all down. They're not there no more. They're all gone now because somebody else bought out all that stuff and turned it into something different now. So it's really, it's not there. The windmills aren't there no more. They're gone.
Those windmills, man, are 10 times better than the solar power because they run all long.
The guy who owns Amazon, Jeff Bezos, bought out a lot of those properties where those windmills were.
Oh my God! Don't mention that motherfucker, please. Oh my God.
Well, he's got his own little company out here now, so that's all I can say about that.
Yeah.
Hey, if you guys if you guys remember, Ali helped Frazier helped Ali out by getting someone to get Ali's boxing license back, and Frazier also helped set up the fight. And then Frazier got upset because Ali was saying crazy stuff about him all week. And what Frazier didn't realize, what Ali was doing was trying to get them both paid more money when the fight happened. And
I don't
Frazier
remember
was
that.
getting upset. He really got in Frazier's head. And not realizing that Ali's trying to get them both paid is why I'm so pretty. He ain't going to touch his face. He ain't going to get me.
There you go.
knock him out.
Yeah, all that's in the documentary stuff. So it's
Yeah,
all in the
Frazier
documentary.
got so upset. He got so upset. But Ali was trying to get them paid, both paid. And Frazier got really mad because he's like, "What? I helped him," but now he loves Ali to death because
Y'all on the big screen, baby.
Yeah,
You got the big screen going.
Yeah, at the time Frazier was going through it, he just didn't understand that that's what Ali was doing. He just didn't understand it.
Yeah.
But now
Yeah.
to this day, he loves Ali.
That's so nice talking with y'all, man, about all this. It's so cool, man, just to go back to old times, good stuff, man.
Yeah, it's always good to reminisce about the good times and the good days.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, that helps a lot, man. That helps a lot. God damn. Thank you, Lone, man. You are so cool, brother.
Oh, you're a solid brother too, Jamie, man. I
need that in my life, man. I need that solid
really
love
get to know your heart, Jamie, they realize you're a good brother. They just got to get to know your heart.
I just don't need to act up no more and be stupid. That's all it is, and then I think I'll get it all back, you know. I used to have 300, 400 views on my channel, on my videos. Now I'm down to about 50, 60. And that kills me, man, really, because I just want to spread a message. I don't want no damn money or nothing. I just want people to see what I put out, you know. I don't think I'm bad when I sing or do what I do. But you know, people join aside and just say fuck you.
Yeah,
hello,
Jamie,
Michelle. How are you?
Jamie, brother, I care about you, the person, more than I do any of this YouTube stuff, brother.
Thank you, dude. Man, that means a lot to me. Seriously. God damn, that means a lot.
And Jamie, you know, you also got you also got me too, man. I care about you too, man. So
I don't know you, man, but I mean,
you don't know me well, but you don't know me, but you know, at least I'm a caring person. So that's the way I am.
You know, I'm very real. I'm gonna tell it like it is, man. I got nothing to hide. All my shit's on the table. My cards are always on the table. Now, if we're playing poker, oh shit, no, you ain't gonna know my cards.
All right, guys, I got to get out of here because I got to take my mom out for a while. She wants to go out and visit some family members. So, Jamie, it's nice meeting you, man. Hopefully, we can keep in touch, man.
Very, very, very cool. Lone, please hook me up with his link. I'm gonna drop down too, brother.
Yeah, just drop your links if you can, and I'll be glad to check your channel out and, you know, give you a thumbs up on your videos and subscribe your channel too. So
yeah, it's not raunchy, man. I think I try my best. I try my best on what I do. And thank you, brother,
awesome,
for
Jamie. Awesome.
just kind of relating on a level. Thank you. Lone, I love you so much, brother. I'm gonna step down too. All the people in the chat, Beliza,
hey,
stay strong, baby girl.
Don't forget to drop your link for Adrian.
Okay, yeah. I've got my tablet right here, so
yeah.
I love all y'all. Please forgive me if I've offended you.
Oh, dude, no, you did a good job.
And I don't mean any harm. I'd die for you, man, if you was with me. Well, let's just party and smoke and have a great time.
Yeah, I'm doing good, Michelle. Thank you for asking. So, Jamie's a cool guy. You know, I'm liking him already. So,
yeah, he's going to help a lot of people out, especially. And thanks for coming on my live, Jamie. I appreciate it. And you too, Adrian. I appreciate it as well.
Yeah, of course. You know, just supporting you, my friend. You know, got to keep on showing support wherever it needs to be, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I hope you have an awesome day.
Yeah, I hope you do too. I hope you do too. You know, I always hope and pray for the best for everybody.
Sounds
All
good,
right,
brother.
guys. Adrian Rodarte out.
See you later. Cool. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. And if you're still here with me, Jamie, please drop your link so the people in the chat can check out your channel. I'm going to stay on here a few minutes more so Jamie can have time to drop his link. So hopefully Jamie's still here and can drop his link down in the chat. So that way, brother, yeah, don't forget to drop your link down in the chat there, Adrian. And also, brother Jamie. Yeah, I forgot to tell brother Adrian to also drop his link in the chat. So to both Jamie and also Adrian, please drop your link down in the chat so the folks in the chat can get a chance to look at your guys' channels. So, yeah. Great. Thanks, God. Good. Cool. And if you can't drop your link in the chat, at least put your full YouTube name down in the chat there. So that way they can look you up. All right. Here we go. What's happening?
We're gray right now. We can't do that yet till we're blue.
Oh, okay. And I don't have the ability to turn people blue yet. So I
Yeah,
guess
well,
now,
I'm just.
yeah.
I could
Sorry
do.
about that, guys.
No, it's okay. It's okay, Lone Wolf. Don't worry. Just I just came up to tell you I already had dropped it, but I forgot I wasn't blue yet. So, all right, going down.
Thanks, brother. Yeah, Jamie. Sorry, I just realized I can't turn anyone blue. So, yeah, I can't turn anybody blue. So you'll have to put your full. Sorry about that, Jamie. So to Jamie and Adrian, I can't turn anybody blue. So all I can tell you guys is to put your full channel name in the chat. So that way you guys can each check out your channel. Sorry about that, Brother Lone. And I'm on my smartphone and I don't even have a laptop. So that's the other reason I can't turn you guys blue. Sorry about that. What's up, Halfwit? Yeah. Cool. Or if you rewatch any of my YouTube, if you rewatch any of my YouTube videos, try and drop your full name in any of the comments so people can also. Sorry about that, Jamie and Adrian. I forgot. I don't have the ability to turn anyone blue. Anyways, on that note, thank you to Jamie and Adrian for being awesome co-hosts. Thanks to everyone in the chat who I'm going to show off your guys' comments real quick. So I'm going to start at the top and share your guys' comments. I try to do this at the end of every one of my live streams. If there's a channel name you haven't seen before, please give these channels a look at. And if you end up liking the content, please give them a like and subscribe. So it's something I do. I try to do at the end of each one of my live streams. So I'm just showing off these channel names here. And it's my way of thanking these people for showing up to my live stream. Yeah, these are some really good channels here. So please give these channels a look at. And if you do like the content, then please give them a like and subscribe. So, and this is my way of thanking these channels for showing up to my live stream here. Zeke Man's pretty cool channel. He does lots of food stuff on his channel, and he also has a TikTok that's pretty cool. Sorry about that. Anyways, I do appreciate everyone who's got to come to my live stream. And like I said, I try to do this at the end of each of my live streams. Show off the channel names here. because I do appreciate them coming here and hanging out with me. So super cool. So thank you guys and gals for showing up to the live stream here. Your boy JR much appreciates it. In case you guys aren't aware, my name's JR, aka Lone Wolf Bushcraft, and I run the Lone Wolf Bushcraft YouTube channel. And these are some of my fellow YouTubers here who stopped into my live stream here. If you get a chance, please come check out some of their channels as well. Wow, we had a long conversation here. That's why I'm going through all these comments. And like I said, I'm showing off your guys' comments as a way of thanking you for showing up to the live stream. I appreciate it. There's a lot of cool channels here. Jamie has on his channel, he has a lot of music on his channel. It's a really cool channel. I had fun listening to Jamie's channel. Oh, I love it. Brett says, go Raiders. I love it. Half-wit in the house. Whoops. Oh, there's Hart Gasper too. All right. You're welcome, Jamie, man. Woo-hoo. What's up, Hart Gasper? She's a cool channel. And like I said, this is my way of thanking you guys for coming by. I appreciate every one of you guys. So anyways, like I said, once again, my name is JR, aka Lone Wolf Bushcraft. Thank you so much for joining me here on the live stream. 7 million in the house. Thanks to all of you guys and gals out there. You guys and gals all rock. And I'll see you guys in the next live stream later. Take care, everyone. Peace. Later, Gators. And yeah, take care of each other. And I'll see you guys in the next live stream or YouTube video. Take care, everyone. Peace. Later, Gators. Cheers. Talk to you guys later. Take care, everybody.